Hey, it's been a while, and yeah, I got COVID, so that's fun. Missed this week of school already, so a lot to catch up. And bro, are you kidding me?
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Ultima, and I've been gone for a month. And I guess it's time to explain for the third time why I've managed to disappear again. Anyways, in July I was supposed to upload a video detailing the atrocities of Bedrock Edition Skywars that never got released because Final Cut corrupted that video and just turned it into a black screen with a bunch of audio. So, naturally, I had to restart, and also had to figure out some more creative things to put into the video after realizing that it was quite bland. To make matters worse, I was kind of on a timetable because a couple days later, I would be leaving for a cruise to Alaska. So, I just frantically hurried to complete the video and ended up just downloading and importing a ton of stuff to Final Cut Pro because I decided that I was going to edit on the ship. Because what are you going to do between the hours of say 9 to 11 p.m.? You're probably just going to be stuck in your room or wandering around because no person would be swimming in such atrocious weather because, come on, it's the Pacific Ocean. Do you think the weather's going to be nice and sunny? No, it's probably going to be cloudy at best. Anyways, one day before we were about to leave, or more precisely, 6 hours before we were about to leave, my dad broke my charging cable for my Mac. If you don't know, Mac charging cables are notoriously frail, and this one has been in existence for I'd say maybe 7 years at this point, so I guess it wasn't much of a surprise. But now I just didn't have a charging cable, which means my Mac was pretty much unusable, considering that Final Cut drains my battery incredibly quickly. If you're wondering why the cable was separated from the main body of the charger, it's because my dad tried to fix it by cutting it off and attaching more wires before he realized he's too lazy to do that and he didn't have enough time to complete that task. Anyways, we boarded the cruise ship and we were delayed off launch for roughly 4 hours, and I discovered that the ship was incredibly boring and didn't have much to it. But I did gather some nice little clips and interesting images from my journey on that ship, so I guess it's time to show them to you guys. So let's start on day 1. As I mentioned before, we were delayed by the captain for a couple hours. My theory was that he just wanted to show off the foggy Golden Gate Bridge. So let's roll that clip. Should be right in front of us. Wow. This comes out of the fog. Jeez. All this After that lovely spectacle, we eventually started going the wrong way because we were supposed to be heading for Alaska. Yet we were pointed towards Hawaii, and we continued in that direction for roughly 30 minutes. Maybe the captain fell asleep because the ship has terrible caffeine, which I'll explain later. Anyways, days 2 and 3 were pretty mundane as I just walked around and memorized the entire layout of the ship. Anyways, Decks 5 through 7, leisure activities and whatnot. Decks 8 through 14, staterooms. Decks 15 through 19, recreational activities. There was a shop that sold you Pringles, $5 a can, expensive. On deck 15, there was a coffee place that gave me coffee that made me extremely sleepy. Anyways, on day 4, we arrived in Alaska, and let's just roll the clip. This is apparently Alaska. I don't see any snow. It's just really windy. Anyways, there was a bald eagle and then this. If you can't tell what it is, I don't blame you. On day 5, we made it to Juneau and we saw some whale tails.
saw a glacier.
Hey look, it's one of those things that sunk the Titanic. Giant blue thingy.
On day 6, we went to Glacier National Park, and the captain decided to be a stuntmaster and drive us backward through a field of mini icebergs. That kind of explains why there's a Titanic painting on board. There's also this on the map of Canada. Like, what? Day 7, we went to Ketchikan, and the first thing I saw when I got off the ship was this sign. And then I saw a picture of Abraham Lincoln on a totem pole. Ketchikan has a lovely creek district, which is most known for its prostitution ring. And of course, a little kid read one of those signs that was explaining the history of the creek district and asked his parents, "What is prostitution?" And I just watched them suffer as they were like, well, you see, and it went on like that for a couple minutes before they decided to drop the subject, leaving the poor kid confused more than ever. They also like their Star Wars references up here. And cod. Hey, I want some of that coffee. It's gotta be better than whatever they have on the ship. Is that what I think it is? Why do they have a picture of it? Why did they carve it out of wood? And that was Ketchikan. Day 8, we went to Prince Rupert, which is in Canada, and there were Canada flags, and American flags, and Trudeau flags. There was also a Safeway, so I proceeded to buy this sketchy-looking Sour Patch, and then it gave me a sore throat, but I just chalked it up to allergies, because Canada was in flower blooming season at the time, and I was getting other allergy symptoms. And yes, the candy, I guess, gave me COVID. On the way home, this happened.
Who the around all their fries and ketchup?
And then there was a hole in the ceiling, for whatever reason. Later, I was just wandering around the ship, and then I caught a little glimpse of a song, and I had to confirm if it was what I thought it was. And it was. On the last day, right before dinner, this happened. I'm not gonna play the full clip, but I will put a link down in the description for an unlisted video with every single thing that I captured, so you can go see all the full clips, and I'll put that down in the description. And then we got home, I tested positive for COVID, missed a week of school, and here we are now. Anyways, I think I'll have another video coming out soon, so we'll try to hit weekly uploads. And yeah, that's about it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.